I'm watching my recording, and the recording is not mirrored. So my left is my right, and my right is my left when I'm seeing it. And so I thought something was on my right side, like just come out of nowhere, and I didn't know what it was. And I thought maybe it was Satan himself saying, "Yeah, bitch." Hello, foolish mortals. As you can see, or maybe you can't because podcasting is an audio medium, but currently it's somewhat of only an audio medium, because if you're watching this on the visual, you will notice that I am in complete darkness. And I am also not... the camera is not at the right angle that it usually is, because I have it propped up, because I am recording today from my phone, and it is propped up on my keyboard. And I do have a tripod, but I don't think it's meant for phones as big as mine, so I will have to get a new one. But yeah, and I'm recording from my phone because my power is out. Yeah, it was a pretty rainy day today in North Carolina. And yeah, I just my power went out while I was in the bathroom too. It went out while I was in the bathroom. I was on the toilet. Was wiping my that thing. I was in the middle of that. Well, actually, I wasn't in the middle of that. I was like done. So we're good. We're good though. I was quick to grab my phone and use it as like flashlight, so I could see the rest of what I was doing in there. Don't need to give you all those details, but it was fine. But it was a bad time for the power to go out. Keep in mind, I also don't have any windows in my bathroom. I should probably mention that I do not have any windows in my bathroom. But we're good now, and I'm resourceful. Fortunately, my phone has plenty of battery, so I don't think I'm going to run out of battery to record this podcast, this episode. Hopefully, I will get my power out by tomorrow. My power back by tomorrow. Hopefully, I will get it back by tomorrow. While I'm leaving my phone on the charger, so because it might run out by tonight. It'll last me through the night. I'm confident in that, but I don't know if it's gonna last me till tomorrow. Yeah, and I have work tomorrow, so yeah, I'm kind of gonna need it. But anyway, that's what's happening with me. Also, I saw a bear today. It was right outside my house too, like right in my backyard. A black bear. Yep, those are the kinds that we get around here in the forests and whatnot. I've never seen one so close. I don't think at all. Like, not just at my house, but like in general. Like, I've seen a couple of bears in my neighborhood. Not really. I've actually seen a lot of bears around where I work too. Like a lot that are like in the afternoon. This was like at night. This was like at like 7 o'clock or 7:30. Yeah. Anyway, that's that. Why don't we move on to our news segment? Sounds gay. I'm in. No banner because Connor's not here. Kevin is solo. Connor left me and I fell to darkness. That's what happened here on Fruity Cereal. My heart succumbed to darkness, and this is what I have. And now I can't wield the Keyblade. Thanks, Connor. But anyway, well, hey, you know what? At least I get to be mentored by Maleficent, so So, the first story is that Wayne Brady has come out as pansexual. It's scary as hell to say out loud, but here it is. Actor and game show host Wayne Brady has celebrated coming out as pansexual, the joy-filled 30-second in a joy-filled 30-second TikTok video. He wrote in the caption, "As someone who gets to bring joy to others daily on TV, it's been ironic that I don't experience it as much as I'd like. The people I admire the most are the ones brave enough to be themselves unapologetically. This shouldn't shake anyone's world, but if it bothers you at all, that's your business." For real. Yeah, honestly, like, bravo, Wayne Brady, and I don't know if I'm surprised by this, but, I mean, I kinda am, but I'm also kind of not. I'm just like, I'm but you know what? Good for you, and you know what? At 56 too, he came out at 56 years old, and I've actually found this out on, Threads, where they said Wayne Brady, 56, and my heart stopped for a second because, like, usually when an article lists a celebrity and then immediately lists their age, they're usually announcing that the celebrity has died. Like, that's usually what happens. Am I wrong? That's usually what happens when they say so and so celebrity, 56, has suffered cardiac arrest and died. Like, so I was really worried for a second that Wayne Brady had died, but nope, he just came out as pansexual, so yay. And then I had to explain to my mom what the difference is between bisexual and pansexual, which is fun. I guess I might as well explain it here in case anyone listening wants to know. So basically, bisexual means that you are attracted to men and you are also attracted to women. But pansexual means that you are attracted to people. Do you understand? Like, the reasons why you might be attracted to a man might be different than why you're attracted to a woman if you are bisexual. However, if you're pansexual, gender really isn't a factor in how you're attracted to someone. Like, you're just attracted to what you're attracted to, and the gender of the person just doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. I hope that that helps. Oh, sorry, I moved the camera. Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Um, let's move on then. This actually calls back to something I talked about last week. Last week, I talked about the movie Talk to Me, and the star of and one of the main actors of the movie, Zoe Terakes, has spoken out after the horror film got banned in Kuwait. Uh, the film was banned for casting the non-binary transmasculine actor, who took to Instagram to comment on the situation. "I've been wondering how to respond to this," they began, "whether it deserves the dignity of a response. This isn't the first time Kuwait has banned. If there are queer or trans themes or scenes in your film, it's probably not going to make it to the Gulf, which is devastating and terrifying in its own right." Yeah, and like, it's so crazy to me that this is a movie about ghosts fucking possessing children. This movie has a child in the context being possessed by a ghost, beating themselves almost to death. But the part you find disturbing is that a transmasculine, non-binary actor is in the movie. Like, that's the part you got a problem with. Like, I didn't even know they were transmasculine. And non-binary. I didn't know. I just thought they were a person, and I think their character is female in the movie. I think they referred their character with she, her pronouns, but I'm not entirely sure. But even then, it's like, does it really matter? Like, it really has nothing to do with the actual context of the movie. They just cast this actor who identifies this way and like put them in this role because they thought they would be good for the role. It's it's so dumb. So stupid, but like there really aren't even any queer themes in Talk to Me. Like there's really not. Like there's only one romance in the movie and like there's a love triangle in the movie, but it's a heterosexual love triangle. So like, and that's pretty much it. That's all there is in the movie. It's not a very long movie. You don't really have. They didn't really have time to fit anything else in there. I mean, granted they could have, but whatever. The point is that there's really no queerness in Talk to Me except for that actor. But again, the actor's personal, gender identity is not like it's got nothing to do with the character they're playing. It's got nothing to do with it. Next story. So this is also about a movie that I've seen, but I didn't really talk about it too much. I think I actually did talk about it on the podcast a few weeks ago. Has to do with the movie Joyride. So Sherry Cola is ready to read some fan fiction about Lola and Kat from Joyride. Although the two characters initially came into conflict with each other, Cola acknowledges there's a lot of sexual tension between them, particularly in a scene where they engage in a slap battle. That was foreplay. That was an aphrodisiac. That could be its own little spin-off, Cola tells Gay Times. Oh, listen, I'm ready to read some fan fiction about Lola and Kat. Stephanie Shu and I are both queer in real life, and we were just joking about possibly kissing in a scene. She'll say that I'm all talk and no action, all flirt, no squirt, but I just didn't think it made sense for the story for us to kiss. Okay, well, that is I don't know, that's kind of cute. It's like it's kind of cute, but also like it is kind of weird I'm only hearing it from her side and not Stephanie Shu's side. Like, um, because like I don't know, man, it's almost like coming off like you just got a crush on her. Like, I don't know. That's kind of almost how it's coming off. I don't mean to like I don't mean to be like rude here, but like, we're not hearing things from Stephanie's side of the story. So like I don't know, man. It's kind of weird that you're shipping your own character with the character played by, one of your co-stars, like with your co-star's character. Like, I don't know. It's just I don't think you should be shipping your own characters with it. If you're an actor, I don't think you should be shipping your own characters with anyone. I don't know. That just feels weird to me, especially if it's like a live action character. Oh my god, that is totally what Shamik Moore did when filming Spider-Verse. That is Shamik Moore, right? Pod Daddy, that's the voice actor who played Miles Morales in Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. I'm just double checking real quickly in here. Hopefully I get this information fast. I'm sorry, Nick, I don't mean to pressure you like this, but I just really want to make sure I really want to make sure I'm getting the actor's name right who played Miles in Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. But my point was that he was like really trying to ship like Miles and Gwen, who was played by Haley Steinfeld, in interviews with Haley Steinfeld. And Haley Steinfeld was totally like not feeling it at all. Yeah, Shamik Moore. Okay, that is the name of the actor who played Miles. Okay, who's got really fucking bad riz. Like he really thought that all the other Spider-Man actors they got to date their love interests. So surely I get to date my love interest, right? Even though it's a cartoon. So it almost I was gonna say that like if it's a cartoon, if you're just voicing animated characters, then I think it's okay to maybe ship them. But if you're playing them in live action and shipping them, and even maybe if you're like talking about a specific version of a character, like if you like play like a comic book character, like if Tara Strong was shipping the Harley Quinn HBO Max version of Harley Quinn with any character, like I think that would be fine because like that's not her. She doesn't play Harley Quinn in that show, but she has played Harley Quinn in other materials. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Does that make sense? It might not, but I don't know. I think maybe just in general, if you've played a character, don't ship that character with people, especially not a character played by your co-star, because I don't know, it just kind of comes off like you want to hit on your co-star. And that's exactly what Shamik Moore did. and I'm kind of getting those vibes from Sherry Cola about this story about her and Stephanie Shu. I'm sorry. And speaking of vibes, actually, this really is a bad transition, but oh well, whatever. Roll up, roll up, roll up for the latest utterly unhinged attack on LGBTQ rights. A former Trump advisor filed a civil rights complaint against Kellogg's and accused it of going woke because Tony the Tiger was posing with trans TikTok star Dylan Mulvaney and RuPaul appearing on a cereal box. Yes, really. America First legal senior counselor and director of oversight investigations, Reed D. Rubenstein, also went on a rant about how Kellogg's equity-based employment practices are actually a form of illegal discrimination. He also claims that Kellogg's were being hijacked for leftist political ends. Okay. That is... What the hell did I just read? What the hell was that? What? What the... What? Hold up. So wait, hold on. You're suing them for going woke? A civil rights complaint? What? I am... This... The story is like... Because RuPaul was on a box? What the... I am... I'm flabbergasted, man. This is like... It's so silly, but, you know, I can't imagine this being, you know, actually taken into court and, like, actually becoming serious, because, like, this is just so silly. You're suing them for endorsing Dylan Mulvaney. Like, that's fucking crazy. And as for this, like, illegal practices, like, I mean, that might, like, be something like that, but I don't... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like an equity program forming illegal discrimination. I don't know. That doesn't sound right. This is weird. All I know is that Tony the Tiger is a fucking dilf, honey. Like, truly. Like, you know, good for Dylan Mulvaney getting to pose with that hunk of man. Like, good for her. Good for her. She deserves it. Anyway, so that concludes Sounds Gay I'm In, but now we have some artificial fruit flavoring. Ooh, bloop. So Katy Perry has killed another old person by buying their house. Yeah, in case you guys haven't heard, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom, they bought a house from an 83-year-old veteran with cancer, and he is trying to cancel the sale because he claims that he was on painkillers when he sold the house to them and wasn't himself. And this is coming off the heels of a few years ago when Katy Perry bought that convent and that nun begged her not to, and then she dropped dead. It's like Katy Perry is like a harbinger of death, but only when she's buying real estate. Something else I gotta talk about is this this post by Rob Anderson. This actually should have been under Fruity Cereal because this is an explicitly gay story, but oh well, whatever. You know what? Who cares? It's my podcast, not yours. So there was a post by Rob Anderson where he was talking about how much he doesn't like hooking up with couples. I don't know. In case you don't know who Rob Anderson is, which, well, let's be honest, most of the people listening to this probably don't. He is, because let's face it, if Connor was here, he would ask me who the fuck that is because he wouldn't know. But he is a comedian on the internets. He is a gay man. He's a conventionally attractive gay man, and I think that is has to do with why he's so popular because a lot of his jokes, some of them are funny, but a lot of them are really not. A lot of them are just like I used to follow him on TikTok because that's where he blew up. Um, but then I had to unfollow him because his posts just got too annoying. His TikToks just got too annoying, and it really read as being desperate. Which, like, let's be honest, I'm not really one to talk, but like, hey, I'm struggling to like get like my big break. He had his, and just like really wanted to keep the momentum going, and was pushing out just like really rapid garbage that just wasn't really. It really felt like rushed. It really felt like he was posting it for the sake of staying relevant. And I just got annoyed with that, and I unfollowed him for that reason. But I've seen that he's posting but I've liked some of the stuff he's posting now. Like he's like talking about uh disturbing things from his childhood, like from like TV shows, movies, and books and stuff. So I don't know, and sometimes that's fun. Anyway, but he made a post recently about why he doesn't like. Well, actually, it wasn't a post. It was actually part of his Instagram stories. And the gays of Twitter, the Twitter gays, they screenshotted this shit and they posted it on they posted it on Twitter, and now there's just a meme about it. And let me explain what it said. So basically, he was saying, like, I don't like open relationships because, it doesn't feel as personal. It's not fair that, you already have someone and, like, you're not leaving the available men to the other available men. Something basically that's what it boiled down to. And so his next slide in his Instagram story was like a hierarchy of the types of guys to hook up with. And it was on the top of the list, there was single guy. The second was DL guy, which, if in case you don't know, means down low guy. Like, and he had an explanation about why, like, oh, it's hot because it's secret and it's passionate. And like, you know, it's immediate. Like, whenever like you ask for it, he gives it immediately. It's like, I don't know. It's something stupid like that. Um, and then the next one was open couple, both hot, in parentheses, both hot. Then the second one was open guy, which I guess that just means like one person who is in an open relationship. And then at the bottom, it says open couple and in parentheses, one ugly. One ugly. Oh my god. Yeah, so clearly this guy does still post things that are funny. Because, yeah, that was fucking funny. One ugly. Open couple, one ugly. So now Twitter is full of memes of like different pairings and ships throughout media and captioning with it. Open couple, one ugly. Like it's with one of them was Yzma and Kronk. One of them was Gaston and LeFou. One of them was Connor would have appreciated this one. One of them was Diana and Prince Charles, well, now King Charles, but was the prince back then. Oh, sorry, William, not Charles, William. Right? Yes. Wait. No. Shit. I'm getting mixed up. Who's the current king of England right now? I think it's Charles, right? I'm waiting for Pod Daddy to correct me on this. Okay, yes, it's Charles. So that's Charles. Okay, yes. So it's him and Princess Diana. And Connor loves Princess Diana, so and hates King Charles. I guess we gotta call him, but that was oh god. But yeah, basically they're posting that. One of them was Art and Bernie. One of them was some of them are just people like actual couples like posting their own like pictures of themselves. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, we're only at 24 minutes. Oh god, I should have shared more stories because Oh, man. I don't know, man. But yeah, I don't know. That is kinda something I don't know. I kind of worry about that. Are people gonna think about that if I ever get a boyfriend? Are they gonna be like, open couple one ugly and I'm the ugly one? Oh no! I hope I'm the ugly one though, because I want me a pretty boy. I want me a pretty man. No, not a pretty boy. I don't want a pretty boy. I want a pretty man. Okay, not to get too um, not to get H word on Maine. We're not doing that today. No, because especially because I remember my family listens to this. I just realized I have my hair tied back. Oh well, whatever. Um. Anyway, yeah. So I just thought that was really funny. Uh. One other thing I wanted to talk about today. So this also was kind of artificial fruit flavoring, but Doja Cat recently released a music video that features satanic imagery, like a devil imagery, and I think is saying something about the devil. I don't actually remember what the lyrics said, but people are claiming, but like right wingers are claiming this is straight up Satanism. This is straight up Satanism. And you know what, bitch? What if it is? Like, you guys keep doing this all the fucking time with Lil Nas X, with Sam Smith, with Doja Cat. Did I say Janelle Monae ever? I meant to say Doja Cat. Did I ever say Janelle Monae? Oh my god. No, we're talking about Doja Cat. Fuck. I feel like I did. I I I okay. All right. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Um anyway, Doja Cat is the latest victim of the satanic panic. And it's like you guys are constantly bitching about freedom of religion, and yet you guys are trying to hinder these people's religion. Like, yeah, okay, we don't. What if Doja Cat is satanic? What if Lil Nas X is satanic? What if Sam Smith is satanic? Okay, what if all those people are? So what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna fucking do? What are you gonna fucking do about it? Okay, you are fighting for freedom of religion. You are fighting for freedom of religious expression. That is your guys' thing to fight for that. Okay, so let them express their religion. Let them express it. Okay, if Doja Cat's a fucking Satanist, she deserves to be allowed to say "Hail Satan." She deserves that. Oh my god, I just freaked myself out so much. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be like people say "Hail Satan" because maybe that was a sign from God to be like, "Hey, watch it, watch it." I freaked myself out with my own fucking Star Wars cup. Like, I pulled out my Star Wars cup and my recording, I'm watching my recording, and the recording is not mirrored. So my left is my right and my right is my left when I'm seeing it. And so I thought something was on my right side, like just come out of nowhere. And I didn't know what it was. And I thought maybe it was Satan himself saying, "Yeah, bitch, say hail to me. Like, say yes to me." And I was like, "Ah!" I thought maybe it was that. I was like, oh my god, actual demon caught on camera. But no, it's just a cup of water. I thought it was a demon, but it is a cup of water. Guys, it's dark. Okay, I don't have any power. Okay, so yeah, maybe I am a little freaked out, and maybe I will take all that back. I'm sorry, God. Please don't punish me for saying "Hail Satan." But like, hey, if I keep saying Janelle Monae, why do I keep saying fucking Janelle Monae? We're not talking about Janelle Monae here. Janelle Monae is not a Satanist, at least as far as concerned. At least as far as I know she's not. And you know what? Even if she is, so what? As long as she's not hurting anyone. But if Doja Cat is a Satanist and does not harm anyone in practicing her religion, why can't she? Why can't she? You know? It's only fair. It's only fair. You have the right to express your religion. She has the right to express hers. It's only fair. Fair is fair. Okay? What? She can't practice her religion because she worships the bad guy in your religion? Like, do you know how childish that sounds? You know how petty that is? To be like, hey, you can't worship the bad guy in my religion. Like, that's like telling people if you're a fan of the Avengers that they can't be fans of Thanos. Or that's like saying if you're a fan of Luke Skywalker, you can't be a fan of Darth Vader. Like that doesn't make sense. You can't say that. You can't tell people that they can't be the fan of the villain of your fandom. You can't do that. So I don't understand why in religion you're not allowed to do that. It's because, the Christians, they want supremacy. So they want to suppress anything that's like even remotely, opposed to themselves. They want to squash that. They want to claim it as being, as being like evil incarnate and whatnot, and say, nope, that's bad. Right? Because they did the same thing. They do the same thing with paganism too. They do the same thing with paganism. They do the same thing with. I mean, they did the same thing with Judaism too. But I'm not. But you know what? Maybe I shouldn't be speaking on that. Like I shouldn't. Because I am a goyim myself. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that word. Am I allowed to say that? I hope I am, but I'm not Jewish. I am not a Jewish person, so I'm just not going to speak on that. I can speak for them, but yeah. Doja Cat. Remember when Doja Cat was just the bitch I'm a cow girl? I miss that. I miss when she just made that weird little rap about saying bitch I'm a cow, bitch I'm a cow, bitch I'm a cow, bitch I'm a cow. I am not a cat. I don't say meow. I go moo. I miss that. I miss that era. Maybe I just miss it because it was pre-COVID. I don't know, but I miss that. Y'all ever get that? Y'all miss eras? I'm sure you do. Yes, you do. You know what? Actually, why did I? That was a rhetorical question. Of course you do, because and if you say no, you're lying. You're lying. And I was gonna make another connection to Jesus and the Bible and Satan, but I feel like I would have just contradicted my. I don't know. Whatever. I am a Christian woman. Oh God, imagine if I got Terry Joe to be on the podcast. That would be insane. That would be fucking crazy. And I would love it for her to just roast me for being a homosexual. It's like telling her to stand up. You gotta stand. Why don't you stand up, Terry Joe? I'm in a wheelchair. I can't stand up. You, I've got an American flag behind me and an American fag in front of me. Oh God, I love Terry Joe. Oh my God, I feel like I totally blew it when I was on her live stream that one time. Because yes, I don't know if you guys remember from an earlier episode, but I was on Terry Joe's live stream on TikTok. Terry Joe is pretty much the only thing keeping TikTok live alive from people straight up pirating movies and the NPC live. Yes, yes, yes. Ice cream so good. Thank you, Lopez. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Naya. Gang, 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 gang. Strong woman. NPC TikTok. They're making a lot of money. Maybe I should try it. I don't know. Should I try NPC TikTok? They make a lot of money, but I don't know if I want to destroy my dignity like that. You know, my dignity. Man. You dig? You dig? You dig? What else is going on in the world today? I know I should have prepared better. Usually Connor has something that he can go on and on and on about. And I don't know, nothing really happened. Oh, I know one thing that's happening. Market Days is happening right now, and I'm not there. Because I couldn't find anyone to come with me. Like, I was not gonna go all the way. Like, I'm okay with traveling to New York by myself, but I don't know if I could go all the way to Chicago, not even to like meet up, because at least in New York I got to meet up with Connor. I had Connor to meet up with. But in Chicago, I don't know anyone. Well, actually that's not true. That's not true. My friend from high school, Hillary, she lives in Chicago, but um our only interactions lately have been on Twitter. So we're not really close enough that I can like well, I don't know. Maybe I could. Maybe I could have met up with her, but I don't know. But then again, I don't know if she's interested in going to Market Days, because she's not a gay man. But I mean, Hillary, if you're down, Hillary, if you're listening to this and you're down, yeah, let's go to Market Days next year, because obviously it's too late this year. But Hillary, if you want to go to Market Days, let's freaking go. Let's go, dude. But Yeah, I did ask Connor to go, and he said he was not interested. He was not interested in going to. Well, he didn't actually know what it was at first. He actually did not know what Market Days was. I had to explain it to him, and he was like, "Yeah." It's like, "Oh, and it's in Chicago? Oh, no, thanks." Like, which I understand because he's going through a lot lately. Like, there's a reason why he's not here right now. But it does make me. And I also asked one of my friends who lives here if he wanted to go, and he had plans. He's going to Charlotte Pride, which maybe I should have gone to that, but either way, it probably doesn't work out because this weekend, my mom's birthday is this upcoming week. So maybe it's for the best that I'm not there because so I could be here for my mom's birthday. So there is that. There is that as well. I was thinking about when I was a kid how like sassy I was. Like I was thinking about like adult me. I'm holding back. Child me would have not. I don't know. Does anyone else feel like that? Does anyone else feel like they were more savage as a child, like, and remember them being savage? Because I actually do remember one example of when I said something so harsh and so disrespectful to an adult. When I was in fifth grade, I I spilled something on my pants. I don't remember what exactly it was. It was either juice or yoo-hoo. Do y'all remember drinking yoo-hoo? Does any of you still drink yoo-hoo? I don't know. Does anyone still drink yoo-hoo? The chocolate water? It's chocolate water. So weird. But anyway, I spilled something on my pants. I don't remember what it was. So it did look like I peed myself, but I didn't. I did not pee myself. And during recess, one of the kids was teasing me for it. He was teasing me because it looks like I peed myself, but I didn't. And was getting his friends to tease me too. And I told a teacher, and the teacher said that she was going to handle it. But then what happened later on? And I thought, okay, he's going to get in trouble for teasing me, and I'm gonna be able to go about my way knowing justice has been served. But plot twist happened. She did nothing. I don't know what well, maybe she did do something, but it didn't work because I saw a few minutes later, like I saw later on, he was there teasing me again from a distance. He was with his friends, snickering and looking at me. And I was so mad that this teacher failed to punish this bully. Like I was furious that I was told I would be protected and I was not. I was furious that justice was not done. So I told this teacher, I told her that she deserved to be fired. I, at 10 years old, said this to a teacher, and I got in so much trouble for that. Like, so much trouble. Like, I literally I had to write, like, I had to write an apology, like, in handwriting. I had to write, like, an apology, like, 100 times. Like, the chalkboard writing that you see like, in TV shows. Like, I had to do some that, but on a piece of paper, like, saying, like, I am sorry for saying this to Mrs. What's her face, because I don't remember what the teacher's name was. But yeah, I had to write that like 100 times, and I think the school probably made me go to therapy. I'm not sure if the school made me or my parents did, but yeah, that's when I started therapy. Was was then at 10 years old because I told a teacher that she deserved to be fired because I got so mad at her for not getting a bully who was bullying me in trouble. And it really does go to show, it really does. It really is typical that schools say like, "Oh, we're against bullying. We have zero bullying policies," and like, we're so anti-bullying. We're having anti-bullying assemblies, which are like dudes doing skate tricks. Which, what the hell does that have to do with bullying? I don't know, but it's getting our attention, so I guess that was the point. But Anyway, uh, like, it's ironic that schools do all that, but then, like, when it actually comes to actually preventing bullying, they do fucking nothing. They do fucking nothing. And if any, they don't punish the bullies. They punish the kids who are bullied when they stand up for themselves. And to be fair, I feel like maybe I should have taken out my anger on the bully rather than the teacher. Maybe I was in the wrong for that. But still, I had the right to be angry. I had the right to be pissed to I had the right to be angry. I had the right to be pissed. And, honestly, it probably wouldn't matter what I have done. I probably, what I would have done acting on that anger because I was going to. I was going to. Nowadays, I have learned to, like, take some L's. I've learned to take some L's, as the kids say. I will, like, I'll think about, like, wanting to explode on someone or, like, just fucking letting them have it. But once I'm there, I'm like, okay, Kevin, no, no, just calm down. Just stop it. Stop it now. Stop it now. Like, sometimes it's even to my detriment, honestly. Like, oh my God, is this like, did that did that cause me to, did the therapy following that incident, did that cause me and how I got in trouble, did that cause me to, like, psychologically make me not want to stand up for myself anymore? Oh my God. I'm just realizing that. Holy shit. Oh my God. Psychoanalyzing myself today. Again, I don't know. I guess that's what happens when I'm by myself on this podcast. I start psychoanalyzing myself. Jesus. Woo. But yeah, I don't know. Because, like, yeah, I do stand up for myself a lot less as an adult than I did as a child. Huh. I really am noticing that. I'm a lot less assertive. Like, a lot less assertive. Because I'm remembering when I worked at Regal, and you know what? I love telling the story, so I might as well tell this story again. When I was at Regal, I got fired for following the rules. Yeah, case I failed to mention that on the podcast. I used to work at Regal movie theaters, or a local Regal to where I live, and I did have a few strikes on me at this point. I was working there for 2 years, and I did have a few strikes on me at this point. To be fair, those ones, sorry, those ones were warranted. I did, disobey rules. I did behave inappropriately during those, write ups. Like, yeah, those ones I can take. But this last one, though, this last one that got me fired, this was bullshit. It was a huge, like, crowded day. I think, like, this was December of 2018. Like, so yeah, this was 5 years ago. Um, well, technically 4 years from now, but whatever. You get the point. So this was a really crowded day. I think it was a Saturday. I think that Aquaman and Into the Spider-Verse had just come out. So there was a lot of people. It was a very crowded day, and I was working concessions. And I was working my ass off trying to get all these orders in this shift at this concession stand. And there was a hot dog that needed to be replaced because the hot dog rollers were out of them, and so I had to scramble to get it. Um, and then there was also this customer so one person who asked for a hot dog, they got theirs delayed by a long time. And then there was a man who ordered a beer. Now, here's the thing: my movie theater, that Regal does serve alcohol, which I think pretty much every movie theater serves alcohol at this point. But just in case you live near one that doesn't, Regal serves alcohol, but there is a limit to how much you can purchase. They give you a wristband to keep track of how many drinks you buy, and, like, so you're only allowed to buy like 3, I think, and you have to show ID. No matter how old you are, you have to show ID when ordering uh drinks at the movie theater, at a movie theater, or at least at Regal. I don't know how it works at other movie theaters. Maybe other movie theaters are less lax about these rules, but Regal was like, no, you have to card if you're going to pour alcohol for someone, you have to card them, no matter how old they are, no matter how obviously over 21 they are, you have to card them. And this gentleman, I don't want to call him a gentleman, he did not have his ID on him. So when I told him I couldn't serve him his beer because he didn't have ID, he got fucking pissed. He got real fucking pissed. And honestly, I think that he complained to a manager, and it was on top of that. It was on top of like the thing with the hot dog, which was not my fault. That was absolutely not my fault. I was doing everything I could in the situation. But the beer thing, I think that is what set this man over the edge and made him complain to the staff. And the staff, they wanted to say complain to the managers. The managers wanted to save face. This is what this was about. This was about the managers fucking saving face. They were using me as a freaking patsy. They were using me as the fall guy. I was a fucking fall guy for them because I was following rules. I was following the fucking rules, and yet I got fired for it. I got fired for following if I had just poured that man his drink, guess what? I probably still would be working at Regal. Actually, no, that's not true because the pandemic happened. But you know what? If it wasn't for but you know what? I probably would have been working up until the pandemic, even though I should have quit. I should have quit that day. I should have quit. Even before I got written up, I should have quit because I was very on edge at that point. Because I was pretty on edge. I was pretty stressed because, we had to deal with a lot of customers, and I was getting a little stressed. And this one Taylor, this fucking bitch, this one, oh shit, did I say her name? Oh shit, I meant to say this one manager, I don't know what I said. Oh my god. Whatever, this one manager, I probably said her name. If I didn't, oh well, and if I did, oh well too. I don't fucking care if you're on blast. It's not the boy who has this name. It's not the boy. He's cool. We're still friends. It's the girl. Which, out of context, me saying the girl one is bad, it sounds really bad, but trust me, the girl one is bad. Because this bitch fucking said that I failed to give a customer their hot dog. Like, she specifically used the word failed. And there was something about that really set me off. That was really like, oh, are you fucking kidding me? I am working my ass off here. I'm working my ass off here tonight. And you're going to tell me I failed to do something when I was trying my fucking best to get it done on top of everything else I had to do? Because I had to do a lot of other things. Sorry. I had to work on I had to run for other people. I had my own register. Like, it was, yeah. Oh, actually, no, I don't think I had to run for but I had other customers to take care of while the hot dog was defrosting and cooking and whatnot. I mean, hot dogs, it was more than one. Obviously, we had to restock the thing, but like, yeah, and it was just. But anyway, she specifically said I failed to give this one customer their hot dog, even though I did give it to them eventually. I did give it to them. Or at least somebody got their hot dog. I don't know, but I was trying my best, and I had a line to deal with, and it was just so frustrating. And just hearing that manager say the word "fail," like, I was so tempted to just go off on her and be like, "Bitch, fuck that, fuck a 2-week notice. I'm out of here." And just walked out the door. Now, granted, if I had done that, I probably would have gotten banned from that movie theater, but honestly, I stopped going there anyway. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. But I'm sorry, Pod Daddy wants me to talk about something we mentioned before. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, TLDR, I was a savage as a kid, and maybe I need to get that savagery back in me, because honestly, I wish I did go off on her, because frankly, I got fired anyway, and I don't go to that movie theater anymore anyway either. Not just because they fired me, but because it's just bad. It's just a bad movie theater. Their popcorn's overpriced. They don't have a kitchen anymore, so they literally only have popcorn. That's literally all you can get. That and nachos, I think. Like, yeah, they don't even have pretzels anymore. They don't even have pretzels at Regal. Like, Anyway, and as for the oh yeah, and by the way, that bully who bullied me, he got cancer a few years later and died. Anyway, speaking of dead kids, so let's talk about what's going on with Lil Tay. Do y'all know who Lil Tay is? You probably don't, honestly, if you're listening to this podcast in the year of our Lord 2023. But Lil Tay was this 9-year-old girl who was in videos on the internet. This 9-year-old girl, bragging about how much money she has and like partaking in flex culture and being like, I have all this money. Y'all are some broke bitches. You can't handle me. You can't fucking handle. And yeah, she did swear. This kid did swear in her videos and was saying profanities, even though she's 9. Um, and yeah, speaking of savage kids too. But here's the thing: we're gonna get to that in a second. So yeah, flex culture was a really big thing a few years ago, and this 9-year-old girl was, taking part in it, quote unquote, by posing with really expensive cars and like holding stacks of cash and posing in mansions. And yeah, the whole thing was so silly. It's so stupid. And like some people actually thought it was real, like this little girl actually had all this money and from working hard. Like she never actually the thing about her Lil Tay's videos is that she never actually ever says what she actually does, what she actually did to earn all that money. She never fucking says what she did. She just says that she worked hard. Like, and that's it. And she just calls everyone else broke. And it's just, which is kind of funny in its own right. But actually, no, it would have been funnier if she had just said what she had done. Like, yeah, I started up a pyramid scheme, bitch. Like, I don't know. That's kind of funny. The idea of a 9-year-old girl starting a pyramid scheme. Jesus Christ, can you imagine if a monster just like came up right beside me, like what I thought happened with this cup? That's not what happened again. I didn't happen again. It's just that's kind of a subconscious thought in my head right now, and I really hope there's no demons who can read subconscious thoughts that are watching this video or right now. Well, not watching this video because by the time this video is posted, it's going to be long after this. But anyway, so this video was obviously was not this little girl making these videos all by herself. These videos were actually being made by her older brother and her mom, who I think was like a real estate agent or something, and she like let a Lil Tay like pose with like the cars and houses of like some of her clients or something like that, and like I think she even got in trouble for that. But yeah, this was a few years ago. Lil Tay kind of disappeared into obscurity after a while, but then she resurfaced because apparently she is missing. She's either missing or dead. Her parents posted on social media claiming that she and her brother are dead. However, there have been accounts popping up claiming to be both her and her brother, saying that they are alive and that their parents are faking their deaths for clout. Which is really disturbing if that's either situation is true. And oh yeah, and also this is another thing. So, on Lil Tay's YouTube channel, her bio was changed to "I'm not really dead. My parents are lying," and then it was changed to "Help me," which is really disturbing. Assuming this is all true, which I don't know if it is. Like these could be screenshots. The screenshots can easily be fake. Drama can easily be stirred up, but like, I don't know. This really is disturbing to think of the idea that this little girl is being abused by her family, for the sake of internet clout, and that her brother is too. And it's oh my God. Oh yeah, there's some people on Twitter who are like, "Oh yeah, I heard that this." I was like, I don't know who this girl was, and then I found out I'm worried that this girl's being abused, and then I found out she said the N-word in a video, and now I don't care. And it's like, dude, she's 9. She's fucking 9. Well, she's not 9 anymore, but she was 9 back then, and like, I just like, yeah, don't get me wrong. I do not condone using any kind of racial slurs. I do not condone using slurs, but She was obviously made to use that. She was obviously told to say that by someone older than her, someone older than her who knew better. Like, you can't hold a child to that kind of standard, especially a child that young. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, good Lord. Like, to the point where you don't care if she's being abused by her family, this very same family that probably made her say that word. Oh my God. Yeah, apparently the brother is a victim of abuse too, even though he said that, he was allegedly the one making the videos and like making her say all those things. But he also posted on this, and who knows, these Instagram accounts could be fake as well, because anybody can just make an Instagram account and claim to be anybody, especially if the person that they're imitating is quote unquote dead. Which I really don't mean to downplay this tragedy, but like I don't know, either situation is nuts. But it is also kind of a bit mysterious that they just mysteriously. Oh, hold on. Pod Daddy has information to share. Okay, so Lil Tay said my Instagram account was compromised by a third party and is used to spread jarring misinformation and rumors regarding me, to the point that even my name was wrong. My legal name is Tay Tian, not Claire Hope. Okay, so hold on. I never actually followed this story up. Pod Daddy is she okay? Like, is she like confirmed to be okay? Yes, she is alive. Okay. All right, this was nuts. I never followed this story up. I just heard about it. Which I mean, well, this wasn't for research. This was kind of a last minute thing that we wanted to talk about, because I mean, this is not artificial fruit flavoring at all. Like, this is not about that. And also, I just would remember thinking that Connor would not give a shit about the story. He would be like, "What the fuck? I don't know what any of this is. Who's that? What, who's that? What? I don't know why I made Connor sound like a baby there. But yeah, that was crazy. That was a bit all over the place, wasn't it? That's what happens when you leave me to my own devices. And also, that's what happens when I am in the dark and recording from my phone. When it's completely dark and I'm recording from my phone, which I really hope still has a shit ton of battery by the time this session is done. Anyway, we're getting about to the hour mark, so I suppose I should wrap things up a little. um, so if you like this episode, please remember to hit that like button if you are watching on YouTube, or rate it if you are listening to it on any of our audio mediums, such as Spotify, Apple Music, Apple Podcasts. I said it right the first time. Fuck. Okay, if you're listening to this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Acast, or iHeartRadio, please make sure to rate it and leave a review. And if you're on YouTube, leave a comment, please, about how fucking unhinged I got in this episode. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/ETB network. By the way, guys, we just hit 500 subscribers, 500 followers. I said the same thing twice. What the hell? I said, oh, not followers, subscribers. And then I said followers again. 500 subscribers. Yes. That is half of 1,000. And it can only go up from there. Right? Yeah. So, like, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Smash that motherfucking subscribe button, baby. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. You can follow me. Oh yeah. Oh, also you can follow Fruity Cereal anywhere at Fruity Cereal. That is fruity like the food, and cereal like the number, not the killer. Because I do not want to be. I'm in the dark and I am freaking out. I do not need to be any more scared than I already am. So fruity like the food and cereal like the number. And you can follow me anywhere at It's Kevin O'Lear. That's ITSKEVINOLEAR. And that concludes another episode of Kevin Home Alone, Fruity Cereal Home Alone edition. And I just got a low battery notification, so it's probably a good thing that we're cutting this short. Okay, love y'all. Stay fruity, everyone. Good night, Barbies. Definitely not thinking about that.